boys. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On play action, it's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Murray. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Returnable for Lockett. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup. Back to throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys were set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
These two teams have met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Gaddis. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Throwing now is Murray. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, fancy running by Murray.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On the handoff, it's Gaddis. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake, Murray. And that is incomplete here. That after an incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Gaddis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. 10 3-yard score after 1 here on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Murray now. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 6.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
He was brought down on the 13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. The loop under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is taken at the 23. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. To Shepard, complete over the middle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Pass interference. Defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the try here for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
False start.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is taken in at the 5. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided begin.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
On 1st down, he'll go to the ground attack. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second and 2. This is the tight end Fan.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. A quick throw, but incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. They're going to look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 36 yards.
And the Seahawks just continue to roll.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
Murray now on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Murray now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, now what? How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back to throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing now is Murray.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, open man, Higbee, the tight end.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Arizona.
First down, Murray. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cardinal offense takes back over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray now on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray to air it out again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Left with no option here but to throw it away. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Hand off here to Walker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing